How's it going, everyone? Nick here, and welcome back to the channel. In today's second stimulus check update, I'm going to be going over a question that a lot of you and some congressmen have been asking lately. And that question is, will we get a second stimulus check, and is it actually necessary? So I'm going to give you guys an update on the current situation regarding a second stimulus check and the HEROES Act. Then I'll be giving you some opinions from Republicans and Democrats about a second round of stimulus checks and whether or not they're necessary. I'll also be mentioning what the president has actually said about a second round of stimulus checks. Real quick before we get started, don't forget to go down below, hit that subscribe button with the alert bell so you don't miss any future personal finance or stimulus check videos. And if you are subscribed, you would be eligible for my stimulus check giveaway. I'll put the link to that video below. Okay, so for those of you that received your $1,200 stimulus check from the CARES Act, you probably have already either spent it, saved it, or invested all of it. Now, in my opinion, the core problem that is trying to be solved right now is the unemployment rate. The unemployment rate is at a high of 15%, and it probably is a bit higher than that. The question that all congressmen are asking is, how can we get that unemployment rate down and keep it down? Now, all of the riots going on across the country are probably not going to be helping this out, as a lot of businesses are being burned to the ground and jobs are being lost. I actually want you guys to go down below in the comments. Let me know what you think of all of these protests and riots, and whether or not you think it's a good or bad thing. In my opinion, I think it's going to worsen the economy because of all of the businesses that are being affected by these rioters. Okay, so moving away from the riots, as you guys probably know, the $3 trillion HEROES Act was passed in the House and it's now sitting in the Senate. But if you watched my last video, there is close to a 0% chance that the HEROES Act and $1,200 stimulus checks in the HEROES Act actually gets passed. I'll be sure to put a link up above and down below in the description for you guys to go watch that video if you haven't already. And as I stated in my last video, there still will be discussions about a fourth stimulus package and second stimulus check, but it will not be the HEROES Act. So that really begs the question, what would be in a fourth stimulus package, and will it include second stimulus checks? So when asking that question, there seems to be a bit of divide between Republicans and Democrats on what they think should be in this fourth stimulus package. So Republicans within Congress have actually been bringing up that they don't know if stimulus checks are actually being targeted to the correct people, as a bunch of Americans that received these checks didn't really need them because they were still employed, still receiving their same amount of income. And when I think about it, I think that is true in a lot of cases, although there are still people that do need that stimulus check money. So as an alternative, a lot of Republicans have been wanting to go towards payroll tax cuts, so employers would actually be incentivized to hire new employees, and employees would actually want to go back to work because they're being taxed less. Even some Democrats have seen reservations about a second stimulus check. They would rather see unemployment benefits be boosted for a longer amount of time, so they're actually targeting the correct people that need money. Now, one argument for a second stimulus check is that stimulus checks get to people faster and they provide direct relief. Now, I'm not so sure about that argument because still, there are some of you that do not have your first stimulus check from months ago. And I actually have some friends that have applied for unemployment and have received their benefits within a week or two. So I don't really buy the argument that stimulus checks will get there faster and provide more direct relief, unless something is changed to be able to send these payments out very fast, right into people's bank accounts within a week. Although there is still a very good hope for a second stimulus check, because President Trump has come out and actually mentioned that he is not against the idea of stimulus checks, and it seems like he is in favor of them more than a lot of Republicans in Congress. I'll actually link a video above to some direct quotes from President Trump about a fourth stimulus package and second stimulus checks. But here's the biggest reason why I think President Trump will push for second stimulus checks. It's an election year. If President Trump is ultimately the deciding factor for these second stimulus checks in a fourth stimulus package, that will bode very well for him in the election. It's something to think about, and actually along the lines, CNBC has actually conducted a poll of Republican correspondents, and it showed that above 50% of them are actually in favor of a second stimulus check going directly to the American people. So there is bipartisan support for a second stimulus check, and I bet if the economy gets worse and unemployment rates rise, we will be seeing a second stimulus check. Let me know what you guys think of this whole situation down below in the comments. Do you think a second stimulus check is necessary, and for how much do you think it should be? Be sure to go down, like this video, subscribe with the alert bells on so you don't miss any future personal finance or stimulus check videos. Don't forget to share this video with your friends, and have a great day.